It's your boys.
Your boy's streaming out here. We were going to stream with Lanzi, and then we decided we weren't. And now we're late.
We did a Uno reverse.
Bro, we pranked ourselves. That's how good we are at pranking.
Oop. We don't even see. Alright.
I got my macaroons, bro, so. Oh.
Well, we got say on invalidation going around, so.
Yep, Say's got a good penalty as well because he's a clown.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Say behaviour, really.
He tried, but he just keeps on clowning.
Tried and he failed.
Yeah. Do you want to hear a fun fact?
I bet this fact is not going to be very fun.
The gap between our championship rivals is 36 points. Now, the gap between finishing first and second, the gap is 5 points. With 5 races to go, of course, he could win the championship by finishing second behind Mackie the rest of the season.
Wow. That's a fun fact.
Thank you.
We've got Leclerc out. We've got AW's left the session. If you want to send him an invite.
I will do that. Probably Sharia already on it, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Probably, but we've got to show that we care.
Yeah. But AW already knows we care, obviously.
Sega in purple despite having an invalidation.
AW was talking to me about coming to the Netherlands next year winner.
Bro, he came to the UK and didn't meet me, dude. Could you imagine?
I mean, I can imagine it because it
happened.
It happened, yeah. So, yeah.
Insane behaviour, dude. Didn't meet Bacon.
They is still being invalid. I don't know what he's doing, but.
Dude, could you imagine the size difference if we got AW to take a picture next to Bacon? Oh my god, that would be the funniest thing ever.
Dude, that would be like the same if Shaq would take a picture with Steph Curry. No.
Bro.
No. Shaq with like Kevin Hart, maybe?
This would be worse. Can you imagine all his friends are there taking pictures? They'll be like, yo, homie found an elf. Put him on a shelf.
Bacon comes in a very strong one, like 5'3", so that's pretty impressive.
Very strong 5'3". He's the tallest elf in the North Pole.
Hmm.
Really? You know that Futurama episode where Da Vinci's actually like from this different civilization where they're all geniuses and he's actually like the stupidest one?
No, I don't know that one.
Spaceman would get that if he was here.
He isn't though.
He would also scream about aliens and conspiracies and crazy shit probably, but...
Did AW get back in the session?
Mackie beats the fastest first sector time by 0.001. And then runs straight off the track like it ain't even there.
Mackie 4/10 off pole position, unlike him.
Yep, and he's not improved by invalidating like
11th, but Say is not using battery, so he's practicing.
You know, that thing we told him to do half an hour ago.
Yeah, but he decided to do it in the qualifying, which is
interesting.
I've done it before, that's fine.
I do that when I've got short notice, 100%.
Yeah. In this case though, oh, there he goes into the gravel trap. And that is actually not part of the racing track.
That's actually not a quick way to drive around the track.
No, it's actually, it slows you down pretty...
But this is why he does practices, to learn things like that. So maybe next time, that's off the track for Sharia, but he doesn't get invalidated, so he must have lost quite a bit of time doing it.
He shall continue on his road through Aqua Minerale.
Did Nicky race
pretty nicely there?
Probably not.
No. I do not see him on the grid, unfortunately. So, wishes to Nicholas.
Nicky hurt his back
himself
in
a mysterious way.
Yeah.
But we have Sharia here, absolutely flying to the final sector.
He flew off track before.
Here he goes, taking these last couple corners pretty nicely. There he goes, up to the line. This is surely an improvement for Sharia. It's a
Up
2.5 tenths improvement. Up to P12, yeah. And that was Slayer up to P9.
Nice, we've got Dace up on his time in the second sector now. We've got Palmer also pushing. He's a 1/10 off his best time coming through the final corner. Can he find some time through that section? No, he's coming into the pit, so we'll focus on Dace, I suppose. Nice. Through mineral water he goes.
That looked a lot quicker than what Sharia did, but Dace is obviously... Oh!
It's a difficult corner, that.
Yeah, that is tricky.
Oh, I'm being nice today, aren't I?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Okay, yeah, guys, this is going to be a nice Coleslaw upstream from me. I'm going to be nice. That's my drink. I haven't said anything not nice yet, have I? That's ruined that. Dace sets a fantastic lap, and oh my goodness me, he beats Palmer by 0.001 cents of a second. No, by 0.001 seconds.
Why doesn't the game just tell us that?
Scornsy! He's approaching turn 1, his flying lap.
It's insanely close though, between P1 and P2.
It's ludicrously close. See, we normally have that where we look at it and we're like, wow, that's close, then we realise it's only close because Mackie's actually done a 112.9 instead of a 113. Yeah. But not today. Not yet today.
Mackie anyway. Seemed to be struggling a little bit.
I just can't keep it on the track today, it would seem.
Got 5 minutes left. 6 minutes left in quali actually, so plenty of time. It's a long track here, or it's a short track I should say, but it is a long ass pit lane though. Scornsy now. What will his sector split be? He's 1.5 tenths up, that is not enough by a country mile. He is 7 tenths off pole position at the moment.
Mackie parked up there for a second, but I think he was just getting out of the way of people. Aston Martin not looking very clean. It's got a bit of some stuff splashed up on the side of it.
Here he goes though. The improvement, but not enough to even get
an improvement of position.
Yeah.
Indeed.
So will we focus on Mackie?
So I think Mackie is the guy to watch here, unless Calibob is about to cross the line. No, he's invalidated and he's going to come into the pits. Adub in the pits. Sui not pushing either.
Sui's not on the lap, yeah. So let's see what he can do. Dusty also starts a lap right in front, but I think Mackie is the one to watch here.
Oh my lord, did you hear that scream from outside my room?
No, I did not.
Okay, well, that's good.
Here he goes to turn 1. Absolutely yeeting the guy through. I could never. That looks very impressive. Here he goes. Absolutely asking a lot of the...
I need to go look at what the fuck's going on.
And he is purple apparently. Gets a little bit of rotation from that inside curve. Beautiful stuff here. This looks like a very clean lap up until now. Can he keep it on the track? That looked a little bit safe. And a lot of wiggle room there. Makes this one absolutely with full commit. Only not even 1.5 tenths up. He is still lacking a little bit here. Mackie needs a good final sector. I don't know if he has screwed it up somewhere on his previous lap, so he very well just jump a lot now, but it's like very clean last corner up to the line. He goes, and there he goes. He did lose a lot of time in the last sector. He goes for 1:13.845. Almost a 10th clear of Dace and Palmer.
It's not looking too divided, is it?
Mackie there with a very good lap under, you could say, some pressure there.
I mean, he'd be shivering in his timbers if he didn't get that lap in. Dusty on a hot lap, but he's 9 tenths off. Hightower up 1.2 seconds.
He's just completed the lap, I think, then. As Brett goes over the line, he drives faster than Hightower and Gunnar at the moment.
Fantastic effort from Brett, drives fast.
We got Edwin on an outlap who still hasn't set a lap yet, interestingly enough. Everyone really preparing for their last laps now. Say is on the out lap, so
that's right,
his
Gabby.
final.
I'm proving that I can be nice. Because I'm a very nice person.
It's really asking a lot of him, I think. And I wonder how many safety cars we have to endure before he changes.
I'm sure if there are any safety cars, it will be completely due to bad luck and no skill issue on behalf of any driver. Mackie retires the pits.
As he feels either very confident or he just wants to save a set of tires.
And all drivers in the field will be... shut up, Bacon. Wait, no, hush, Bacon, please. I didn't know. Who said that's a bad thing? Who said being an elf was a bad thing? Elf is a fantastic movie. It's a fantastic movie.
Say here, gonna start his final lap.
What I actually said was you're the tallest elf in the North Pole, which is a very nice thing to say. Are we watching, Lindsay? Say?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm very nice. Very nice! Cyberbullying? I hope there's no cyberbullying. If there is, please report it to the channel admins and we'd be happy to take action to prevent any cyberbullying that may be occurring.
They already up 6 tenths here, which is logical because this lap is done without any battery usage, so we would expect a big improvement. He needs 2.3 seconds here to challenge for a pole position. A lot of commitment there through Aqua Minerale. Now up to the chicane, 1.4 seconds up. Beautiful.
Keeps it planted to the ground.
A special lap here, it looks like. That looked very quick through the chicane.
It's my feelings, not me feelings. Also, who ends a text message with a full stop? Not being mean, just asking a serious question. Across the line goes Say up to P4. Fantastic lap. By him or no, what the heck?
I thought he had the flag, probably.
Forgot that he still had to drive. Got Palmer. He is up, and he's up enough to take pole at this rate.
As Days has just started, so...
Multiple drivers retiring in the pits as they... no, they can't set another time. Palmer comes up to the chicane, setting another purple sector. He's over 2 tenths up now. He's got to keep this clean and tidy. Here he comes across the line. Takes provisional pole position. Fantastic lap. Can Dace do anything about it? Well, he's off his time currently, so he's going to have to find a lot of time in this last sector, and I dare say it seems rather unlikely that he will be able to pull that off, but I'm sure it's perfectly possible. Adub has rejoined, and he's done it before qualifying ends.
That is great to see.
It's fantastic. Here comes Dace up to the line. DRS open, keeps it tight, does jump up to P2 but does not jump up to P1. A good lap though from Dace, regardless. And that's it.
Edwin getting a lap on the board.
A time in at all, yeah.
And it will be, of course, intermediate conditions at the start, so
perhaps
a hectic place to be.
Perhaps foolish from Mackie to retire when he could have set another lap time.
Perhaps, but
peculiar thing to do.
Maybe he has softs in his mind for the race, perhaps. A two-stop. I have no idea, of course, how early the rain will arrive, or the rain would stop, I should say.
When will the dry arrive? I suppose.
Yeah. I just hope we don't get a safety car around the transition phase, because I'd like to see who got it right, you know? Say obviously drops down. Completely forgot about that stuff. So he will be starting in the dreaded midfield.
If there's anything that could stop me being nice, it would be somebody robbing us of a fun and interesting tyre strategy.
Yeah.
By having a huge skill issue.
I mean, you know, when the track is drying up, you know, that Inter is gonna be tricky. We urge all drivers to be cautious. Please, don't ruin our fun. Save Will from being mean.
I have not been mean yet. Been doing a
Let him
fantastic
be nice.
job. I've been very nice.
Bacon in the chat throwing out some
I've
really
been very, dude, I've been
harsh.
so nice. Bacon needs to have a word with Sam so he can get me on the nice list.
Damn, bro, had to make another. Bro couldn't help himself. He's just. It's a sickness, really, huh? It's really a sickness. It's, yeah. It's a sad side, man. But he has no control over his urges.
I mean, because Bacon is such a nice person, I'm sure he has Santa's respect. And so would thus be able to make such
Right,
a request.
right. Yeah. Put it like that, it makes sense, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bacon post 15 minutes you lasted being nice, so I would say there's a personal record for you for sure.
Exactly. See, Bacon even agrees with me, so no controversy here.
We can move on.
Yeah. Start the count again. The count never stopped. The count never stopped.
Hashtag the count never stopped.
Get quote retweeted by @TheRealDonaldTrump. No, stop the count.
What do you mean by that? Was that meant in a mean way?
No, not at all.
You sure?
I am sure.
Okay. Here we go.
Most sincere
Will there somebody
okay I've ever
be
heard.
starting on the dry tires? No. No risk takers here. Who do you reckon will butcher up the start here on the wet tires?
I think everybody will have an absolutely fantastic start because I believe in every single one of the drivers on the grid today.
Okay. Who will have the best start?
Oh, Lord above.
Well,
those two might struggle with tyre temperature.
The two Alpines making it difficult for themselves. They need
Not
another
working as a
challenge.
team there.
I mean, they could form a blockade, you know, both on cold tires there.
Possibly. Right in front of Say.
Could be a strategy to lock in a 7-8 finish here. But we shall see. Yeah, Say probably gonna lag right through them, so.
That's exactly it. He's got those controller grip hacks as well.
Whoa.
Unlike Mackie, who has real grip hacks, so perhaps he will start well.
Damn.
That's not mean, that's just factually accurate.
That is a very harsh accusation, though.
No.
Could be very well perceived as a mean comment. Especially without proof, you know?
No. I mean, there's the proof of him admitting it. He's admitted it himself.
It's just malicious at this point, you know?
Not at all. I would never be malicious.
I don't know, man. You're on a thin line. Can we get some jury?
VAR just looked at it and I was on the correct side of the line. Did not go into touch.
I can definitely see some flags on display, man.
I don't see any yellow beanbags getting thrown around. We're okay.
Are you sure?
I am very sure.
Now Palmer's gonna line up. He's gonna line up in a very nice angle there. As that Mackie does it even better, to be honest.
You know. Riding on board with Scornsy. I feel like I'm always riding on board with Scornsy. He's always around that P3, P4 area. Because he's such a consistent driver.
Oh, Palmer and Days on the front row, but the championship protagonists on the second row here. Kelly Robb in P5. That is a very well qualifying from Mr. Kelly-Rob. He's finding some form
He's
late in
been
the
there,
season.
you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
here we go.
4 and 5 red lights, and it's lights out, and away we go. A little bit of wheel spin there from pretty much everybody, to be honest. Scornsey doesn't get the best start. Palmer gets away well, but so does Dace, and Mackie moves to the inside, threatening to make it 3 wide, even though he never would. We've got Brett Drives fast, struggling as well.
Mackie has absolutely punted off Dace there.
Mackie has hit Dace
there.
Already
on a virtual
safety car.
Scornsey is the winner, looks like. No, he's
Mr. Consistent cruises by, but yeah, he has to let Mackie go past.
Yeah. So does Mackie have damage? Mackie has front wing damage.
Dace picks up. Mackie picks up a 5-second penalty for a collision with Dace.
And front wing
Dace
damage.
is the biggest loser.
I mean, Dace
in terms
of
position.
I think Mackie is going to be the absolute.
And Mackie is the biggest loser overall. Yeah. Brett Drives fast manages to catch up.
We got Kelly-Rob though, being a little bit of a loser as well.
Oh, down to P10.
That's rough for Kelly-Rob. He is not missing anything of his wing, so.
Was that a track limit warning from Mackie then? That better not have been a track limit warning from
Palmer
Mackie.
choking.
It was.
Palmer picked up a drive-through under the safety car. We are back on the green. We've got a car spinning in the background. It's Dusty facing the wall. Dusty facing the wall. That's not a fun sight to see. We do like Dusty over here on the Coleslaw Cup channel.
Of course, support our law enforcement around these parts.
As Palmer
comes in for his drive-through. Mackie stays out despite the wing damage.
Interesting, he's going to drag it through the stop.
Already under attack from Scornsey, who doesn't quite have the straight line speed here to try and make an overtake work. Scornsey not forced to making a move here really, though he's going to have to actually, because Mackie's going to be so slow, it would seem, without wing damage. He's struggling.
Yeah, Mackie's goal is now just to hold the field up until the pit stops, basically. Which could work out. Mackie looks like he's quick in a straight line, but
he's not going to keep a position here. The issue is, will Scornsey be too timid?
Scornsey is not one to throw one up the inside, you know. So how?
See, this is the thing. If it was Dace ahead, it would be fireworks.
It would be fun.
Scornsey, come on, do it. Setting him up here though. Let's go for the chicane.
Really close. Dace's not going to wait around here.
If Scornsey keeps getting backed up, he's going to find Dace attacking him, and that's an even more dangerous
Kelly-Rob back
situation.
Up to 6th already.
Mackie's messed up the chicane here. He's got to get him now, Scornsey. Yellow flags for a Mercedes. It's Hightower. An uncharacteristic mistake from Hightower.
Mackie off.
Down the inside. Here we go. Mackie trying to hold on for dear life, and Scornsey gets oversteer. And he comes into the pits. He decides he can't keep this, but he's really backed Scornsey up into Dace. Dace can go for a move here. They're going to be too wide. That's Say lurking in the background, who's come up out of absolute, just out of the void.
Side by side there. Oh, Say.
And they do touch, and and Scornsey's collected Say.
There?
And I think Dace did touch Scornsey there.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened to...
And that looks like damage on the front left of Say's wing.
Yeah,
it is.
Oh, unfortunate.
No end plate for Diego Cancelo. A-Dub goes down the inside. We got
AlphaTauri going up in the wall there, in the background. It's Leclerc.
And that is a safety car, a virtual safety car.
This car. It's a virtual again. So no safety cars to bail out Mackie and Palmer yet. Although Palmer hasn't really dropped down that far, actually.
God, that Santa joke was funny. I just thought of it again. Right.
So yeah, Say is gonna have to pit now. The question is, will Say make it to the virtual safety car?
Don't think so. Nope.
It's already green. So Say is gonna have to pit here. Gonna lose.
And look who's in the podium positions.
Oh, that is beautiful. But he got Kelly-Rob right behind him.
Brooklyn Robert.
But 8 up in the wet is a different kind of monster, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that car pretty.
He has all of his traction under control.
Oh, Say.
Say.
Is he gonna hit the dreaded button?
Oh, that's sad.
I mean, there's gonna be a safety car, I would imagine.
Kaliwob is trying to set 8 up here, a tree here now.
Already in the final corner.
And he has done. To the chicane. You could see Kaliwob taking the counter line through all of those corners and nailing the exit. Possibly picking up a warning there. And Leclerc. That's in the pits.
Pit lane. He's had enough. He is a quitter.
I have no comment to make regarding that. And oh, that's a big mistake almost by A-Dub. I think the traction control saved him there, you know. The way he hit that curb, I could see him going straight around.
Excellent reaction skills.
It didn't even look like he counter-steered, he just kept it planted and it fixed itself. Scornsy struggling to keep within what would be a DRS range of days if the DRS was enabled. What a mistake there at the chicane involving Gunnar.
Gunnar, yeah.
He's off the track.
Seems like he can get back.
This goes purple, but yeah, all we need is yellow flags.
Losing his composure here, picking up 3 seconds as well now. His head is already on.
And no matter how many safety cars you get, you're not going to be able to serve that one in the pits. It's Jova. Do you know one thing? I've done 3 races on this game now, and I ain't always been the quickest, but I haven't picked up a single,
back into the pits.
single track limit penalty.
If you ask me. And it is.
There it is. Yeah, not picked up a single track limit penalty.
Look at you, man.
It's almost as if you just can see the white lines, and you have to stay within them.
It's not that hard to lift off a little bit, you know.
And if you go wide of them, then you've got to lift off. It'd be rather short-sighted to keep your foot planted and think it's the right thing to do. Kaliwob.
I mean, this is a Kaliwob also not knowing what track limits are apparently. So A-Dub, who has lost quite a lot of time, now battling with Sharia here for P4. Sharia also having a very, very good race, up in P4 over P5 at the moment, but looks like he's lining up a move here. Can he get the straight line speed going though? It looks like A-Dub is not burning, so Sharia is going to go for the position.
Yeah, doesn't look like A-Dub is going to overly fight that one back. He's going to be a sensible driver. Though he has the slipstream like crazy there.
Damn. You have to lift off completely.
Yeah, nowhere to go unfortunately for A-Dub there. You can't tell the ERS situation from the rear light anymore, of course, because it's now functioning as a rain light.
Yeah, what a great observation from you, man.
Sui missing both apexes through the chicane.
No. Is it already starting to... Is it already stopped raining?
Sharia, where is the track, buddy? It would seem so, because I don't see any raindrops flowing down the chassis of the car or the halo.
Yeah, so it's still very wet, obviously.
Yeah, you can't be thinking about dries anytime soon.
You're completely missing the apex there.
Yeah, he locked up quite badly there. That's going to give A-Dub an opportunity to close up. But...
yeah, with a full battery, actually.
It's getting drier, actually, yeah. I don't think it's quite as wet as it was. Even though it's still very wet. We are getting there, ladies and gentlemen. And A-Dub is going to get the move done here. Surely he's got all the overspeed in the world. And we don't have a George Russell Valtteri Bottas situation. Slayer Rise picks up a 3-second time penalty as well. Mackie pretty close to the back of Gunnar, as you would expect. Down to 20% on the ERS, though. What is that man doing? He's been burning a lot. He's going to get the move done here, though, because Gunnar's made a mistake, jumped over the curb and ran wide. And a pretty easy move there for Marquis. Have you ever seen anybody in an F1 lobby just racing under their real name before? That's maybe the first time I've seen it.
It's really the esports thing to do, you know?
Rather interesting.
Like the high PSL leagues, I think they require almost, you know? Or at least those guys all want to be esporters, so...
From Gunnar, he's lost a lot of time. Sharia closing up to the back of AW once more, and they've got Edwin lurking just behind them as well.
Days having absolute electrifying pace in the wet, by the way.
Like a shark cutting through the waters of the Caribbean. Edwin approaches. He's approaching at a rate of knots as well. I won the podium car in GTA today. There's a fun fact for you guys.
Damn, man.
Yeah, it wasn't.
What was it?
Though.
Oh.
It was like a Nissan.
Pretty fun.
But I winning a podium car is winning a podium car. I'll take it.
True.
Could have won a T-shirt. Yeah.
Why didn't you?
So it's the way the chips fell, and I'm glad.
Oh, still very wet here. Doesn't look. It's looking like it's slightly better, but still not that much better. It's drying up really slowly here.
I mean, you can see the difference each lap. I feel like.
Yeah.
It won't take too long, and when it does get to that point where it's about to dry, it dries very quickly.
Yep.
Most Formula 1 cars are the best vacuum cleaners on earth. Got that down for us, the best stuff savers. Aki picks up a 3 second as I predicted. Sharia can look to make a move on A-Dub here. We'll watch from the POV of Edwin. Edwin might go for the move himself here, though. Sharia has the
yellows.
He's been faced with the choice of overtake or be overtaken.
Sharia
and Sharia's gone! And he loses the position to Fireballer as well. Sui's going to gain a lot of time on him also.
Unfortunately, goofs it up there.
And Edwin has A-Dub up next, and Calirob has really pulled away. Credit to him.
Yeah.
Only a second and a half of score, and see Calirob's really been cooking recently. Hello, VTech.
It is a shame he couldn't put it in between the white lines.
Yep, got Palmer looking to make a move on Dusty as well. It's always interesting when you've got a few drivers that are quicker than the guys that they're around. It's also quite funny that these guys have both made big mistakes, and yet we still end up with Got Palmer and Mackie only a few seconds apart.
Yeah.
Of course, Mackie's going to be gaining at a rate of knots here as long as Scott Palmer is behind these guys.
Yeah,
and there is Dusty losing the rear end.
There's one free overtake there for Palmer. Dusty absolutely being left for dead as well.
And here goes Edwin.
Picks up a two.
He's got a full battery. Not sure what A-Dub can do here. There's a car off.
There's Brett.
Brett about to be lapped. Oh, actually, has already been lapped.
Edwin around the outside,
and he got tagged.
Contact.
He got tagged there on the rear.
Oh,
cuts over the corner.
Yeah.
From my perspective, I couldn't quite see whose fault it was.
Yeah,
but I definitely saw Edwin turn in, and then there was contact between the front right of A-Dub and the rear left of Edwin, so perhaps one was seeing the steward's room, or perhaps not. People seem to be quite relaxed, so... Unfortunate incident then. Hopefully no damage for either driver, and we can resume that fight rather quickly.
Looks like A-Dub is fine, and he made the most contact with his wing, so...
Yeah. So unless there's some side pod damage, which there could be to Edwin.
True.
Got Palmer has a run on Slayerized here, down towards the double right-hander around the outside as we get to Aqua Minerale. Fantastic move, we've got somebody who's lost it at the chicane.
Brett is absolutely goofing it up here.
Brett is lucky that a certain commentator is not clowning on anybody today. Chuck Blazin Fireballer himself all over the back of AW seems to be struggling. The track looked pretty dry through that double left-hander.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really drying up, it looks like.
Fireballer knows he's got to make a move pretty soon if he doesn't want to fall behind Edwin, but he's got no ERS left. Edwin with the full battery, the absolute anti-say. Brett, I think, retiring here.
Yeah, it's just understandable.
And Calirob within half a second now of Scornsy. Calirob really cooking away there.
He really is. Or Scornsy is really not.
And Mackie on Slayerized. Not a move I think Slayerized would be trying to fight too hard. I think he knows what his battle is. Fireballer now on A-Dub. At the left-hander, that's not somewhere you usually see an overtake, but it's a fantastic overtake, but A-Dub could come back at him here with a switchback, and he does, and he has the outside line, he can carry more speed, but he leaves the space on the inside for Fireballer, side by side, through Aqua Minerale. Beautiful racing, absolutely fantastic respect between the two drivers, and now Fireballer has the inside approaching the chicane, and he's going to take the position there. A little bit of contact, and I think
a little bit dirty now.
That was probably, I think A-Dub probably didn't need to try and keep fighting that.
There was a little bit of contact already before the braking zone, which was a little bit weird. But yeah.
Seemed for the most part a racing incident, I think.
Yeah, a little bit of wheel banging.
A-Dub should probably have given that position up by the time they got to turning in, because I think it was clear that Fireballer was past and being on the inside as well. Got Palmer picks up a 5 second for speeding in the pit lane.
Really winning that altercation though.
And onto the dries we go.
Interesting. So
they may have cooked here.
It looks actually. Oh,
they have cooked here, ladies and gentlemen. I thought so. They
have cooked indeed.
Now, just how much will Sharir gain here by cooking? It's still going to be very treacherous, very difficult to get any temperature into those tyres. There's still spray coming up off the cars. And there is absolutely no way on earth that DRS would be enabled in these conditions in real life.
Yeah, that would be extremely goofy if they would.
And this is when you get to the point where it looks dry at every single corner. Let's throw the lap data on. Will we see purple sectors? We've got Palmer all over the back of Sharir here.
Yeah. Where is he going to go for it?
Glad he didn't go for it there. We've got the front three into the pit lane. Edwin picking up a 5 second time penalty. That's going to hurt him quite significantly.
The tire split as well. Dave's going for the mediums. So Scorch and Kelly are both going for the hards.
And there goes. Around the outside, got Palmer.
Crucially, he did that before the DRS line. No, he didn't after, so never mind. The DRS line is pretty early there, I always forget that.
Pro cooked, and he's going to have a lot of cars exiting the pit lane on his right hand side here. Oh, this is exhilarating. How many positions will he gain? He gains 1. Will he gain 2 or 3? Probably not. At least not just yet, but he's got all the temperature in his tyres, and these cars ahead do not. Calirob still within a second of Scornsy, and we've got moves ahead here as A-Dub looks to go down the inside there of Fireballer, and makes that move work very nicely. Fireballer not fighting it back too hard, and now that sets up, got Palmer to go down the inside, and yeah, Chuck blazing on the hard tyres. You're always going to struggle on the hards, especially trying to get the temperature in these sort of conditions, so it's a good move. Sui's going to take advantage as well. The two Aston Martin drivers looking for a good finish here, and it looks like they may get it. Fireballer might get forced off here, but Sui allows all the racing room. And now he's got a car on his inside. It's Mackie Marquis, so he's not going to fight. Surely he's going to let Mackie go. Mackie's too fast.
Sharia almost loses right behind.
Mackie looks to make the move here on Fireballer as well, going into the chicane. And Fireballer does not want to leave room. He does not want to leave any room there, Fireballer.
That's not really nice from Fireballer there.
Well, Mackie says, well, I'm taking the position anyway. Cry about it. El Bozo. And Fireballer says, I don't want to cry about it. I want to take the position back. Down the inside he goes. And he does make that move. And he does have the DRS.
Fireballer driving really aggressive here. Mackie really screwed here a little bit. gonna stuck into the slipstream
and
really
Mackie
burn everything he
pushing
has.
with his battery, but his battery's running out, and he's going to get swamped because here comes Sharia around the outside, and then Sharia
dives it though. Oh, risky.
Yeah, tries to leave the space there, goes quite deep into the corner, and retains the position. Mackie unable to make up that place. Still got Callirop lurking
a little bit frustrated now
within the DRS of Scornsey,
which could be really fun. He's having a little bit of oversteer everywhere now, so this could very well end in tears for Mackie. We'll probably be a little bit pissed off with Fireball at this point. Which of course, Sharia there. It's a little bit moment of traction, and let's Mackie go. Ada picks up at 3 seconds. Now the roles are reversed. Mackie right behind Fireballer.
Yeah, got Palmer right behind Edwin as well. He's going to be looking to make the move here. Edwin with no DRS to defend either. Don't think there's much that Edwin is going to be able to do here against Scott Palmer. I think he's going to take this position pretty easily, and we'll see the same story here with Mackie and Fireball. Not quite as easy for Mackie due to the ERS differential, but gets that move done pretty easily in the end.
Look how much he gains immediately in the first chicane.
It's going to be interesting. The top three, we've not focused on it too much, but Dace on the mediums, as you mentioned before, the difference in the tyre strategy. Dace on the mediums, Scornsey and Callirop on the hards, and I thought that was one of the top drivers going off. It wasn't. It was the ghost of Hightower.
Thought it was Dace for a second. I was like, wait a minute. That ain't right. I mean, the pit lane here is very long, so I think if Dace wants to decide to do a two-stop, he has to build a more of a gap, I would say.
Yep, Mackie makes his way past AW, doesn't try and fight that one into the chicane. It would have been rather foolish to do so, I believe, but it was quite foolish to do it against Fireballer. There we are, Scornsey and Callirop. Callirop takes a position, and I can't believe I looked away for just a moment, and then that happens after like 7 laps of them being in contention with each other. Does Scornsey have the pace to stick with Callirop, though? Because I think Callirop did have the pace advantage. I just don't think it was massive, so we will see. The DRS, the DRS is very powerful already.
Yeah.
Misses the apex
it's
there,
only
though.
One DRS, but it's extremely powerful.
It's incredibly powerful, yeah.
So I'm only at the halfway point now. I feel like a lot has happened in this race.
That's what happens when you sprinkle in the wet weather.
Yeah.
Is Dace planning to go to the end then? Was he hoping to throw some soft tyres on at the end and push like a bat out of hell?
Perhaps, yeah, but the pit lane here is so long. He will come out. I mean, on fresh softs, I don't think it will be. There won't be a match on those hards, actually. I don't know. He has to build himself that gap to really decide what he wants to do.
Yep, 15 laps remaining as well. It's not a short amount of time. We're only 17 laps into this race. Granted, the lap times were a little bit higher earlier on with the wet weather, and Scornsey gains a lot in that DRS, all the way up to the back of Callirop. Doesn't look to make a move, though, and he doesn't really need to. Got Palmer set to fastest lap of the race, and it's instantly beaten by Mackie. So those guys are very close to each other as well. They just have Edwin between them.
Yeah, Mackie needs to close down that gap to also get in the DRS train, so he can save some of the battery. He's just burning everything he has now. He has like 4% and he burns it on every straight, so.
Acting a little bit like Say, really.
Yeah, I mean, if you're already under 10, you might as well just burn it.
That's gonna be lapped by Callirop and Scornsey, ghosting for those guys.
You've seen a lot of lapping here, but it's also because there's no safety car and the leaders, exceptionally Dace, has some insane pace today. He is really quick.
Yeah, good pace from Dace.
And Palmer and Mackie both having issues early in the race, but are recovering very well.
Yep, Fireballer got past Adub on the previous lap, though Fireballer now has Adub right behind him and has hardly any battery. You've got Palmer set the fastest lap of the race, instantly beaten by Edwin and then instantly beaten by Mackie, so those three are lapping pretty quickly, but they've got a 15-second gap to Scornsey ahead, who is... I can't even see him on the map.
Ada was going to fly past here.
Adub's going to get the position, yeah, pretty easily. Will Sharia follow through? Nope, he's too far back. Scornsey can look to make a move on Calirob if he so wishes, but we do know Scornsey's style isn't exactly overly aggressive.
Mackie only 1.8 now behind. Slowly closing in on Edwin.
Edwin
Mackie's
with the DRS though from Got Palmer, and that's a big help. He can retain that DRS at least. By the time they get to the detection point in 2 corners time. Scornsey, can he look to make a move here on California Robert? He'll have the DRS, but he will also have a 6.8 tenth gap. And it's not going to be enough, I don't think. Sui picks up a 3-second time penalty, not what he would want to be doing. Calirob has that penalty as well, actually, it's just something to remember. Mackie sets another fastest lap of the race. He's just getting quicker and quicker and quicker, and he's cut the gap down now by about 1.5 seconds from what it was a few laps ago. We've got Palmer's coming under pressure from Edwin. Let's have a look at the tyres. So Edwin on the hards. Not too bad for Edwin then. He knows that his pace advantage against these two guys is going to come later on. Mackie gets a big snap of oversteer there, but he controls it pretty well.
That looked dodgy.
Sharia all over the back of Fireballer as well. I wish people didn't get so many penalties because it makes it so difficult to keep track of things.
Yeah.
You should not be in a position where half the lobby have penalties. It's ludicrous.
Imola is a tough track, but I agree with you saying.
It is, but you need to not have... You need to keep yourself within the white lines. Like, seriously.
Look at Mackie though, he's almost there.
He's burning, and he shouldn't be burning because you can see for a fact that he isn't going to get the DRS there. You're not quite there. So why burn and mess yourself up for the next straight? He's going to lose time here massively, even more so than he already would. He's burning and he's on 0% and he's still burning. It's like I'm watching race day. Edwin putting Palmer under all sorts of pressure.
It's going to work out for him though, because he's
there you go, Sharia.
Into the DRS.
Looking to go around the outside of Fireballer, but Fireballer with a strong defence there stops Sharia's advances. Can't speak today. Dusty being very cautious.
The ability to speak when you're so nice.
This is it. I'm so nice that I'm speechless about how nice I am.
Is Mackie now?
I have been very nice.
On the absolute verge of getting into the...
Yeah, he's going to get it this time around. I don't know why he's still burning when you're on 3%. Stop burning. You're gaining time through the corners. Why keep burning? He's doing it now!
Just in case Edwin wants to drop him. Edwin out of battery as well.
Just in case Edwin gains 8 tenths in
maybe that does
3 meters.
A little bit now.
Foolish behaviour, you've got to say.
As he indeed stops burning.
Got Palmer picks up a bit of DRS here as well from a lapped car. Brett drives fast. Not Brett drives fast, Hightower, sorry. That helps him see off the advances of Edwin as well. Scornsey still less than half a second away from Carly Rob. Hightower gets himself out of the way, and we've got yellow flags as he lets him by, but it's no issue at all. Chuck Blazin makes his way by Sharia, who's burning the ERS and looking for a way to reply, and you're not going to send it there, are you, surely? So why are you still burning? Come on, buddy. Mackie. He's getting in time. He uses the curb for rotation there through the left-hander, keeping himself close to the rear of Edwin. Hopefully saving up a little bit of the overtake so that it doesn't send me too crazy. He's up to 17% now. He's doing okay. Scornsy struggling actually now to keep within the DRS, but I think he just managed it. Suri makes his way past Sharia as well.
Actually, side by side. Dusty has a great view on that into the chicane. A little bit of contact, but
and around goes Suri.
There. That looked like a lot of the contact model just being really goofy there.
That's rather likely.
Because he bounced off like a skippy ball.
Past Gunner they go. Edwin looks to the inside as if he wants to make a move, but decides better of it as he realises he can't. Fireballer can surely get the move done here on Ada, but Ada burning his ERS, not losing much ground. Even though Fireballer has the DRS, he's going to have to go for a late move here if he wants to make one, but he sends Adab to the inside defensively, makes him break later, and now tries to switch back through the next 3 corners. Can he make a move in the inside of the chicane? Probably not, unless he wants to send it, which he thinks better of, and actually ruins his own line, but Adab there makes a mistake, gets oversteer on the exit, the rear sliding. Could that invite Chuck Blazin to make a move up the hill? And Adab struggles on traction again, and Chuck Blazin is going to seize the initiative here. Burns the ERS, does make said move up the hill, and Adab does not fight that one back. And then picks up a 3-second time penalty.
See,
getting a warning there, I can understand.
That's a very lazy warning, though.
You're pulling back into the dirty area of the car ahead while you're still trying to turn. I understand it. But that shouldn't be warning number 3, because you shouldn't have got the other 2.
Or this one.
And Edwin has fallen out of the DRS here, and this should be easy for Mackie, who's burning ERS anyway, even though he has an incredibly easy overtake to make. Undoing all the hard work he's done the last 2 laps of gaining that ERS. Insane behaviour. Misses the apex at turn 1 as well, for good measure. A-Dub lost the car coming out of the final corner. Slayer picks up a 3-second time penalty.
Might have been some contact there, perhaps.
There was a mistake there for Mackie, who's now ghosted. He's unghosted now, though.
The Firewater went in. They did not... he has wing damage, so he had made contact with it up there. But they did not replace his wing, unfortunately for him.
Oh, no.
But I see the wing damage on his car still, so... That's what happened. Adolf did not spin.
Well, he may have spun. Might not have been his fault. Never said it was his fault that he spun.
Yeah, but he was behind. Oh, that's weird. I don't know what happened there. Interesting.
Interesting. Interesting.
Meanwhile, Days in his rollover zone. Scornsy has fallen out of the DRS range. Callywop.
Yep, it's been threatening to do that for a few laps, actually. Callywop's pace looking pretty strong, but he has the penalty, and that's the issue. And we can have a look.
Yeah, he has some time left.
Amount of penalty. It's only 3 seconds. Yeah, got Palmer on 8 seconds already. It's just ludicrous.
That's silly.
It's incredibly silly. Caleb and Scornsy on the same age of hard tyre as well. Oh, goodness me.
Okay. Also picking up at 3 seconds there. It's raining 3 seconds now.
It's raining 3 seconds from out of the sky.
7 laps to go here. Well.
And it gets worse for Adub as he drops down behind front line, and this looked like it could have been a really strong race for Adub, but and that might be a safety car.
The track. And there it is, the safety car. Dace will be fuming.
Dace is going to pit, surely.
Yeah, everybody's going to pit though.
Everyone's got a box. No, they're not. Dace was ahead, but he was ahead of the safety car, most importantly.
Yeah.
Scott Palmer will get to serve the 5 second, as will have quite a few other drivers. We'll see Mackie come out ahead of Scott Palmer as well.
Chuck and Slayer, a little bit of the losers in this thing. Although Chuck has to pit again because he still has the wing damage, but Slayer already pitted immediately. Oh, they stays out? Huh? Oh, they were that far behind?
Dace hasn't gotten to the safety car, to the pit entry yet. He was ahead of the safety car, that's what I said before when it came out. I thought for a second maybe he'd missed the pit entry and was behind the car, but no, he was that far ahead.
Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised that that Mackie and Palmer all pitted then. Because you would imagine he would save that extra lap.
Yeah. Slayer picks up a drive-through for speeding on the safety car. Which is just insanely silly behaviour, really. I mean, you just retire at that point.
Whoa, that was very mean.
That wasn't mean. That was just objectively just being realistic.
Nice, man. Nah, that was... Whoa.
You're going to have a drive-through penalty. You've got 6 laps left. What's the point?
He's going to have 2, actually.
Well, I don't think he's going to have any, because neither of them are going to be served, because he's going to pull into the pits and retire, I think. I rest my case. Thank you, everybody, for coming to my TED Talk.
5th retirement of the race here.
You're welcome.
So Dave's now behind the pit. Are they gonna pit again, though? The cars who pit. I mean, they got an extra lap now on those tires. I wouldn't have under that thing. But as we see here, we got some cars. We got Gunnar unlapping himself. That's very nice of the guys. Yeah, Scorngy and the guys are letting the people through here. Very nice. So Hightower and Gunnar can all get on the lead lap, which would obviously delay it for us here in the commentary box, but luckily Will has no problem with that at all.
No problem with that whatsoever. I would never wish to complain about somebody having the opportunity. Oh, yep, Dace needs to let him go as well. Decides not to. Now, is Dace going to deprive Hightower of his favourite activity? No. Like Hightower's favourite activity, of course, being driving his Formula 1 car around the track. He loves doing that. Of course, has nothing to do with the fact that doing so would prolong the safety car. Guys, come on, you're under safety car.
Yeah, that's really silly.
And why would Gunnar pit now? He's just unlapped himself.
Oh, what the... That's silly business, man. I mean, at that point, just stay at the back.
I'm sorry, but how is a man supposed to not be mean? Please, please.
I wouldn't blame you, man.
I mean, I wouldn't blame you either, but I've made a pledge. So I'm going to sit here and I'm going to be angry in silence. Suey, I mean, come on. They're trying, dude. They're doing it on purpose. They're trying so hard and they're getting so far, but in the end, it doesn't even matter because I'm not going to be mean.
They try their best, but they just won't succeed.
Mm-hmm. They tried so hard and they got so far. Matter.
So hopefully Hightower won't pit this lap. That would be...
It's not going to make a difference. He's not going to catch up before the safety car comes in. This is what he does.
True. Guaranteed to finish ahead of Gunnar, who made one of the goofiest mistakes I've ever seen.
Now the entire field is formed up, with the exception of one car.
Yeah.
And of course, the safety car would come in this lap, and it is going to come in this lap. So he must have done 3 laps already.
But he called it in so late. Really weird.
That is very peculiar. And Dace,
he catches out Galley Rope completely. But look at Mackie.
catches Scornsy out though, it looks like. He's all over the back of him. And he's going to go to the outside here to try and make the move. Around the outside he goes. We see yellow flags. Got Palmer almost loses it there. He was Tokyo drifting through turn 2.
Mackie with a quick move
Scornsy on the approach can't quite get alongside, and I don't think he'd want to. Now, can Mackie push and catch up to Calirob? I'm sure he can, because he's rapid. Dace already has a second to Calirob, though. He's looking pretty comfortable out front, and he's got the guys behind him on penalties anyway. This did help Scornsy, really, because now he's not having to worry as much. He's got penalty windows, and he just needs to stay within them. Let's take one last look at the penalties. 3 seconds and 3 seconds. All the way down to the people at the back. So, Chuck Lesin, Sharia side by side on the exit of the chicane. Sharia gets the better traction though. Chuck Lesin with the better medium speed acceleration. And they're going to still be side by side. Palmer picks up another 3 second time penalty to add to the 27 others that he has. And around the outside goes Fireballer. Into the pits is Sui.
Here goes Mackie.
Serving his drive through, I think.
Look at Scornsy though, already dropped. He is in danger of losing the 3 seconds.
Hightower picks up a 3 second time penalty. Around the outside goes Sharia Coleslaw. That could hinder Chuck Blesin's line, but no, he keeps that under control. So Mackie with 3 seconds. Can he get past Ace and then pull 3 seconds? I don't think that's likely. And he's already out of ERS completely, is Mackie.
Yeah. But he is so quick though.
Not in comparison to Dace, man. Dace has got some good pace today.
Scornsy also completely out of battery. I mean, Mackie had to use all to get where he is. Dace has always been in the front, so... But it's now up to Dace to keep him out of DRS. And we know what Mackie's gonna do. He's gonna burn on every single little track. Although I don't think it's gonna be...
Dace has the measure of him for pace today, man. Dace is there. Got Palmer's gonna have the DRS on Scornsy. Once we get to the next lap, as it's obviously been enabled this lap, so we won't get it this lap. He makes the move on Scornsy without it anyway. And Calirob's still all over the back of Mackie, who's struggling with his ERS, of course. Chuck Blazing makes the move. So that's Fireballer past Sharia.
The gap Dace to Mackie now 1.6. Let's see what it is at the end of the lap.
Gunner's completely scammed himself, really, because he could have been fighting Hightower for position. He would have been ahead of Hightower. All he's done is put himself behind him.
Is Dace gonna do the Dace thing here though? How many warnings does he have?
Good question, but even if he did the thing, he's got this win. Mackie isn't going to get him. Dace with the pace, and that's Scornsy burning his ERS like crazy. He's got hardly any left. And got Palmer has a pretty comfortable amount left, to be fair. Scornsy losing ground due to his lack of battery.
Scornsy can fall out of the DRS here.
I think so, unless he can nail the corners. Sharia makes the move up on Chuck Blazing. Those two have just been swapping positions all night.
Could Scornsy fall out of Mackie's 3 seconds here?
Quite possibly. Yeah, 2.6 away.
And with a whole another lap to go, so...
Scornsy is not going to get the DRS here. I don't see a world in which Scornsy gets the DRS here.
Yeah, unless Palmer makes an insane mistake.
And he doesn't.
But, no, so...
Scornsy dropping like a rock. He's already out of Mackie's. He might be out of Calirob's. He is out of Calirob's now, I think. don't think Got Palmer might escape it, but he might do, you know. He's going to have the DRS now. He's going to have the ERS as well. If Palmer pushes here,
there as well. Look at the
he
gap
can
already.
absolutely drop Scornsy. And Mackie and Calirob swap positions. See, Mackie, his pace
that is for position, actually.
Yeah, and Mackie was 0% ERS there. Calirob with 2% ERS, but 2 is better than 0.
Yeah, but this is going to be a fight on the track, and they're going to lose time. So this is nice for Scornsy again.
Yeah, but the gap now, 3.5 seconds.
Yeah, the gap is already too big, actually.
I mean, if they end up side by side at some point, then absolutely Scornsy can get back. But we'll see, because you can lose a lot of time going side by side. And Mackie's going to lose a lot more time doing that.
He's out.
He's thrown it all away.
The car there, and he has fumbled the championship away.
Thrown it all away completely. I would love to be able to hear him now. I hope that's not mean, but... And then Got Palmer! Got Palmer fumbles! Not enough, though. Not enough. Scornsy doesn't quite have the pace to keep it close enough. It's close, though. 3.2.
Yeah, but Palmer got more than 3, right?
No, I don't think so.
Did he serve it?
Oh, no, he's on 6 now. Yeah, he picked up a second one.
Yeah.
Oh, no. So he's going to drop down to P4. Scornsy's going to take a podium. That's a very good P2 from Calirob and a win from Dace. A fantastic drive by Dace. Finishes the race in 45 minutes and 59 seconds. If you want to be so exact, it's 45 minutes, 59.678 seconds. The only driver to finish it in less than 46 minutes.
Mackie. Insane. A bottle job of the highest caliber there.
Ahead of Hightower and Gunner. Not Hightower, just Gunner. So Mackie actually, by letting Hightower go past him to unlap himself, lost a position. This is why you never be nice, ladies and gentlemen. It will only bring you pain. Through comes Hightower to conclude the race. And a fantastic win by Dace. A round of applause for Dace.
Mackie's still in the voice chat, actually, so hopefully he's not too heartbroken about it.
Probably can't hear him after his scream. Probably blew his mic out. And there was an entire Coleslaw Cup broadcast of Will Ans being nice. What did you think, Lancey? You said I couldn't do it. You said I couldn't make it through qualifying. Here I am.
I mean, you didn't make it through qualifying.
And I was nice the whole time.
No, I think you crossed the line a couple of times with Bacon there in the beginning.
What's my teammate grade? From a D to an A+.
It's a B-, man.
That's you being mean now. And if you're being mean, then your opinion on not being mean doesn't count.
Wait a minute.
But the opinion of someone who was nice, like me, would absolutely count. So I'm going to give myself an A+. I think that's completely impartial and fair. And it would be mean of you to suggest otherwise. I hope everybody enjoyed this race. And we will see you again next week. For, drumroll please, Lansy, where are we next week? I'm giving you jazz hands, no one can see it.
What do you mean?
Never mind, I'm just going to end the broadcast then. Good night, everybody. I hope you enjoyed me being nice.
Oh no!